Peachy.
Shout out, man, to Worldwide Collaborations, man.
I want to shout out Worldwide Collaborations LLC.
Shout out to the Worldwide Collaborations LLC.
World movement, beyond thousands of movements.
The world movement, beyond thousands of movements.
All about representing each other together. So check this out.
What's up? You want to be a part of this? You want to be a part of the Worldwide Collaboration?
You guys should all be a part of Worldwide Collaboration.
Worldwide Collaborations LLC. Check us out, man, and check what's going on, man. Word up. I have recently been choosing to be a spokesman and an ambassador, so you will see a lot more of me. Join the movement, man. It's beyond thousands of movements right now and talents put together, all about representing each other together.
I want to join, so I might see you there. All right, much success.
The free throws and striping, we own it. Push your opponent. 5 fouls on the 4 for the bonus. The shooting, the free throws and striping, you own it. We own it. Trilly pile up the green, even on the weekend. And I see so much green that I turn to vegan. When I get it from Cali, no misdemeanor. When I flip in the patties to flip Christina. I'm dreaming. Dope. I see it. Scope. Blue hundreds. Loke. Demon. Go. Trilly pile up the green, even on the weekend. I done seen so much green that I turn to vegan. When I get it from Cali, no misdemeanor. When I'm flipping the patties to flip Christina. I'm dreaming. Dope. I see it. Scope. Blue hundreds. Loke.
The real DJ Star.
Yo, what up? This is Big Cappuccino, the Great Wu-Tang Clan, Killer Bees on the Swarm.
Yo, what's
Hello, Worldwide Collaboration.
What is Worldwide Collaboration?
It will blow your mind. It is the world movement beyond movements. And talents join them on wwcfam.com. How do I join them? Go to wwcfam.com and upload music, videos, create chats, add websites, online radios, and so much more. Let's take over the world together. I am down. I hear it's not only a website, but a movement anyone can be a part of. Yes, go join them now and later rule the world together. Worldwide Collaboration.
This is a Worldwide Collaboration song.
Yeah. Look. Brainstorming, creating, thinking the new ideas, inventing innovations, representing everything, having members collaborate. Worldwide collaboration.
Hello, Worldwide Collaboration.
What is Worldwide Collaboration?
It will blow your mind. It is the world movement beyond movements. And talents join them on wwcfam.com. How do I join them? Go to wwcfam.com and upload music, videos, create chats, add websites, online radios, and so much more. Let's take over the world together. I am down. I hear it's not only a website, but a movement anyone can be a part of. Yes, go join them now and later rule the world together. Worldwide.
They count on me now. We go to the bank and they count on me now. They do what they can't really. They count on me now. We running it up, but they count on me now. They counted me out from the jump. Soon as I hopped off the porch, I launched. Child support cases, yeah, I got a bunch. I called a case and they bagged me like lunch. No crying about it, I had to be tough. Enough is enough. I got out and got turned up with the same divine and timing, same type of grind and same type of iron. Now iron be sharper than iron. Now listen to wordplay, how I'm gon' word it. The game is game, they pocket watching, observing. I know how it is around here. I'm numeral on purpose. I hustle the trenches, I'm covered beyond. I hire the staff like workers. You should've shown me some love, should've shown me the hate and that motherfucking doubt. What's all that about? They counting me out. Count on me now. It's crazy how this should be going right now. I smell like a pound, I smell like a pound. I swear to God, they can just hit me right now. We running it up, yeah, we holding shit down. I swear to God, man, they counting me out. Yeah, number uno, they count on me now. Getting this money, they counting me out. We running it up, they counting me out. Yeah, we holding shit down. They count on me now. We go to the bank and they count on me now. They do what they can't, boy. They count on me now. We running it up, but they count on me now. to the top, climbing the mountain. I'm going here to count it with my damn accountant. My bitch will never leave me, but she steady bouncing. I'm getting this money, she right there with me. I'm doing this shit, believe it not, like Ripley. Cruising through the motherfucking city looking swiftly. Money out there, shit, you really can't get with me, cause I go ahead and grind. I be really getting busy. I be in the air, she'll catch me like a frisbee. I'm doing this shit, you know how I be. I be cold like the back of the fridge. My bitch, she gon' be colder than the icy. I been trapped in since a fucking white tee. Don't give a fuck, man, if you don't like me. I'm a motherfucking do it just like Nike. I'm a black man shooting this shit Spike Lee, yeah. You should've showed me some love to show me the hate and that motherfucking doubt. What's all that about?
They counting me out.
Count on me now. It's crazy how this shit be going right now. I smell like a pound, I smell like a pound. I swear to God, they can just hit me right now. We running it up, girl, we hold the shit down. I swear to God, man,
They counting me out.
yeah, number uno,
They count on me now.
getting this money,
They counting me out.
we running it up.
Yeah, what he said. Happy Friday, y'all. What's going on with my peoples? We is in the building with the one and only. The one and only. Beefy in the building. He is in the building, y'all. And we got a lot of questions we gonna ask him tonight. We gonna play a couple of his tunes, and we gonna have us a nice show tonight, y'all. I'm happy to have him in the building. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. And let me play one of. Let me play. I could play one of your songs if you would like. What's up, Unc? If you would like, but we can ask a few questions first. Whatever my husband want to do.
Whatever you guys want
With the
to
song.
do.
Okay, so one of your songs, the one that I want to play, I want you to talk about real quick, is Little Things. That's on what is it, SoundCloud?
Yes.
What song, when did you write it? Did you write it? Is it your song? What's going on with the song before I play it?
I actually wrote the music track to this song, and it's a very interesting song because I lived in an apartment where there was a guy that played with the orchestra in Columbus, and he practiced this line so much that I'd go to sleep and I'd hear this line. And one day I was at practice and I just started playing it. And before I know it, this is what came about from it.
So we're going to play that tune real quick. And this is on let them know what this is on your bass, right? It's a bass guitar?
Yes. That's how it is.
Your hand fits in mine like it's made just
This ain't it?
No,
What they talking about on here then? Okay, we off of there then. It got your picture and everything when I push play. Look. I hit play.
No.
Wow, you got to figure it. Okay, let's go to the next one, y'all, because it said your name on there. Now that ain't it.
No.
That ain't cool. Oh, here.
That's one of them.
It got your picture on there, and I hit play, and it say Little Things. You gotta fix that. Yeah. Y'all should see the song up there. It's up there. It's called Relax Identity. Turn it down. Turn it down. So you can talk. Oh, I turned it down a little bit. I love this song though. I like that bass in that.
If I want to think that is right, cause in the end we must unite. The pressures are wrong. No more mistakes, no more errors. Get out of your shell, my good friend. Learn to live in harmony. Relax. have a mellow. That's what we need sometimes. That's what we need. Relax, take a rest, chill out. We have a mellow.
What you saying, chill out?
Yeah.
That's what we need sometimes.
I like it. Said chill out.
Yes.
Watching. What's up,
The educated society, the father's gift he gave to me. And in the midst of a bad situation, don't go on, don't fight out. Respect yourself, my friend. This is what I recommend. Relax, take a rest, chill out. We have a mellow. That's what we need sometimes. That's what we need. Relax, take a rest.
I love that. Relax, take a rest, chill out.
That's what we need sometimes. That's what we need.
I love it because this is you doing your bass. Yeah, that's live. You be in them bands when we be at them reggae concerts, don't you?
Love it.
We have a mellow. That's what we need sometimes. That's what we need. Relax, take a rest.
Yes, that's amazing.
We have a mellow. That's what we need sometimes.
Hey, that's you with that.
Cause in this world there's lots of things. Man must look for better strength.
All right, let's get to the interview. We got a couple more songs we gonna throw on there too. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? What's going on? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. It's Let's Talk About It Fridays. And we got Beefy in the building.
Yes.
Gregory Copening.
And we were
Copening.
I knew it was Copening.
Yep, it's like
I
opening
was
the door.
wondering, like opening.
Yes, I always tell people opening and then Copening.
Yeah. What you saying, baby?
As always, we like you to log on, like, share, subscribe, and comment in the section below. You should come on with the disclaimer right after I get finished saying this.
Got you.
Got started without it.
I did. Wait a minute. Let's do that real quick. We got a disclaimer, y'all. The new one ain't up yet, but we got a new one just talking where I won't have to say it. But everyone on the panel is expressing their opinion, and their opinion is strictly their opinion. It does not have anything to do with the brand, nor does it reflect on the brand's integrity. There we go. Thank you for reminding me.
No problem. So we're gonna get started with a few of these questions. How did you come about being a musician? What was the first piece of music that you heard that actually influenced you?
Well, actually, I was into a little bit of R&B and gospel. You know what I'm saying? I was raised in the church. You know, I was baptized before I even knew what baptism was. You know what I'm saying? And didn't have a choice on it. You did what your mother told you back in those days, and you didn't ask any questions. But when I really started coming on the music scene, one of the guys that got me interested in music was he loved Sly and the Family Stone and the bass players. And he played bass. And so I played drums. And the first gig I had playing drums was actually a gospel gig. I played, with a group here in Cincinnati called the Fabulous Christianaires, Howard Rowley and the Fabulous Christianaires. That was in like 1982. And I went on and was exposed to reggae. And we'll go to your next question and get on down the road from there.
Okay. So Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, let me ask. This is one of Tamar's questions. Okay. She wants to know what made you get into performing reggae as a bass guitarist.
Okay, that one's easy. I was living on a street next to a dreadlock guy. You know, I didn't know anything about dreads at the time, but we began to talk. And one day he's like, "Man, come and ride with me." And we went to the park, and East Wind was setting up, getting ready to do a show.
Wow.
And that was my actual first introduction to reggae, was the East Wind Band.
Wow. And I got a question that ain't on none of these questions, though. Were you in Jamaica with him when he was out in Jamaica? We used to go back then? Okay, you didn't make it there. Okay. I just want to know because it was a long time.
Oh, yeah. You know, I was there 87 and 88. When were you there?
I was there in, let's see, when did we go the first time? I think it was 1989. I'm not real sure.
Oh.
Then I went again.
That's what, yeah.
With you guys, and then I went again with Tony Rebel. So
I love the purple and fatigue.
Oh, thank you.
That is beautiful to me. Oh my God. So, and then I have another one real quick. What's the most embarrassing moment you've had while playing your instrument?
Oh,
that you could think of, like.
Oh, and that's a funny one. We were playing outside in Springfield, Ohio, at a college in Springfield, Ohio. And I am standing up there, you know, just kind of zoned out, playing bass. I had on some dark shades, and it was a sunny day, and I kept jumping because water was hitting my face, you know, and I'm like, it's not raining, you know, and finally I look down in front of me, and this guy is standing in front of a shooting must with a water gun. And what made it embarrassing was before I knew what was going on, I walked to the front of the stage and I grabbed this guy by the front of his, like I was doing the claw on his forehead. And I was really letting him have it. And yeah, I just happened to look up, and all of these people are looking at me like, oh my God. And I slightly turned him loose, and I think he got the message though. You know what I mean? That was probably my worst one.
You zoned out?
I was already zoned out, you know what I'm saying? And they shoot me with a water gun with all of this high price equipment and electricity and everything, and I lost it.
Why would they do that? But people throw stuff at the artists, and I mean, they don't even care. They'll come and pay thousands of dollars to see you just to throw something at you, and hopefully they want to be close, so they paying the money.
Yeah.
And they'll throw something at the artist. I see that a lot on the artists and everybody. Like, if they on stage, people will pay the money just to see if they can get you, shoot you, anything. Sometimes people be on that when you artists and they follow you or whatever. But anyway, that's another story.
Yep.
Go ahead, baby. You got a question for him.
Okay, so what's one surprising fact on your journey as a musician that people don't know about you?
One surprising fact on my journey that people don't know. Well, a lot of things that are surprising, like right here in this city, you know, we were playing at places that most people didn't ever even know about, you know, because when I went out, we went on the road and we were doing a lot of stuff out of Columbus and all over, but we were playing a club called Ripley's here in Cincinnati, and most people never knew that it was going on because it was a Wednesday in the middle of the week. And
was that in Avondale?
It was what do you call it?
Clifton? Oh, Ripley's. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also the waterfront, you know.
Yeah.
Jeff Ruby's place down on the river, and it was oh man, it was a huge place. I mean, unbelievable. It was, you know, incredible. You know,
it was that sound nice. Didn't it go underwater or something?
Well, I heard broke loose from the thing and hit the bridge one time, and it became somewhat of a liability. I think Chris Collinsworth was on it when it broke loose and hit the bridge that time, so it kind of shut everything down.
Yeah, dang, I heard about that. Yeah, because it stopped being up down there.
Yeah. When we first started, it was just the windows on the water restaurant and one barge out front. And then the next summer we came back in, it was 2 barges. And the next summer after that, then it was 3 barges with the rock cave, and you swim up to the bar, and $1 million yachts parked everywhere. It was a beautiful place.
Me, I was too young. I was sucking on the titty.
No.
Oh, I'm just asking. Okay, I'm just saying if I was a baby.
So how do you deal with constructive criticism from other musicians or your audience?
I have never really had any of that really, except from my teacher, or which was RJ. When I first started learning to play reggae, it was under his supervision, and it was things like, don't play that note so hard, or just pulling the string or something like that. But my first actual playing bass guitar, from learning from him, and I went straight in the studio. I never played live before I actually recorded in the studio. Really? So I learned to be a proficient bass player while recording records.
So what would you say how would this change up from doing gospel and R&B to reggae? What made you stick with reggae?
Oh, I just love the feel and the placement of, I guess what grabbed me the most was because I was a drummer first, and not a good drummer, but you know what I'm saying.
Hold the tune.
And then a bass player, so I knew where the dub, where the one drop, where the drop was. And with reggae, it was just, I fell in love.
Yeah.
Totally.
I can dig that. So I started listening.
I think that's why too.
I started listening to more reggae as I got married to my wife. But I was into more other genres of music. But then, the more she played it, the more it grew on me more and more. Like, okay, yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Yeah.
Wow.
I was able to relate. To it.
That's beautiful. I love you. That's so cute. I didn't know that. That's something new that I really didn't know.
Yeah, I'm exposing me and Beefy.
You ain't shit for that. But yeah, that's
I
funny.
consider myself an expert, but I've been dealing with reggae for a long time. And as far as the rhythm, they call it rhythm now. They don't say rhythm. They say rhythm.
Yeah.
But anyway, when that rhythm hit you, you feel no pain. It really is very, very, very spiritual.
Yes.
And you can't even run from it. If you run from it, then something wrong with you.
It's just it's almost.
That's Talisa. I'm putting you out there, Talisa. I love you so much, but she hate reggae. She
She
came.
don't listen to the rhythms or the lyrics. Is what really gets you.
I don't think it mattered for her, but she came to one of my things, and she had her camera and stuff 360 for one of my parties, and she came first thing she said when she came in, she said, "You ain't gonna be playing reggae all night, is you, boy?"
Well,
I said, "Girl, I can play what I want to," but she did. But she that's the first before she Talisa. Talisa, I'm about to tag you. She said, "You ain't about to play reggae, is you, all night, boy?" I was cracking up at her. Like, are you serious, Talisa? But yeah, I said, "Yep." I told her, "Yep, I'm about to play it all night just because you said that." Show is. I remember that. That's the first thing she said. But I love her. She got multiple businesses. That's my girl. Shout out to Talisa. Love you, boo. Love you. She never came up here. But yeah, just a party that she had the camera, the 360. When I did the 360 camera and everything, that was her company.
Oh.
And she didn't even have it set up coming in there with that. I was like, girl, bye, I'm about to play something else real quick, reggae. But remember, I used to be embarrassed when I was young. When you used to be blasting your reggae, I used to be embarrassed as a kid. I did. I was embarrassed. I used to shut the door real quick, like, wow, I don't want to go.
I didn't care.
I know you did, and I'm just saying, as a kid, you know, I'm a child.
Yeah, I know.
Right? As I start growing up,
I
start growing up and hearing it, it was the best music ever to me. But I listened to everything. But that to me was amazing. So I start getting everybody on to it that I was in school with and junior high with. They used to be wanting to come over my house every day to hear music. That's why I used to be skipping school, and you caught me blasting the music, making banana bread. Yeah, I was in 8th grade.
I remember.
I was in 8th grade. But anyway, back to the interview. But it's reggae music. It's reggae music. It's the sound of it, and it's the feeling. And it get any race together. It don't be no drama. You know, it's a love.
I never really heard of any drama being at anything.
Me either.
Affiliated with the reggae on the reggae.
It has, but
like,
it has
different.
But that's because of the spirits of.
Well, yeah, but different cities that I've been to and I've experienced reggae, our city don't embrace it like everybody else do. Can you agree?
I agree.
I love Columbus. Oh, shout out to Columbus.
And that's one of the reasons why, you know, we're doing what we're doing to try to bring back something that used to be very powerful in this city, because Cincinnati had in the midst, and they weren't strictly doing reggae. They was just doing what they felt, you know, and they had some really great musicians. Then Muntu was from Jamaica, and then he had the Uptown All-Stars there for a while. And then RECA, which was East Wind and David, them, they weren't strictly reggae either. Okay, but as I came along and started working with these guys, then, you know, I was introduced and started listening to Robbie Shakespeare and, you know, Sly Dunbar and Dirk Barnett and, you know, these cats like this, and fell in love with the yard style reggae was me. So I played with East Wind, and I played yard style bass, you know, and that set me apart and got me noticed because I held the drop where it needed to be, you know? And then I ventured on to my partner that's sitting over there, Mr. Mazon.
Shout out to he in the building, y'all. He in the building.
And we had a group called we actually,
you can sit over there and get comfortable if you want to. Okay.
We actually were playing with Emmanuel with Positive Reaction.
That's my cousin.
And we Jackie Dale we worked with a little bit, and we were just putting together things, you know. Toby Rivers, you know, we all did recordings and all kinds of stuff. Dolores Porter, oh, that was an amazing show. We backed her up for a show, and she went to Jamaica and had her music done, and she came back and she got us, and she was like, oh my God, you guys doing it better than the Jamaican guys did it, you know what I'm saying? And
nice.
It was a super nice show. So we put together a thing called Smash International, and it was I was pretty much Robbie Shakespeare and he was Sly Dunbar, and we was killing, you know, I mean, just keeping it right where it needed to be, not too much, and just, you know, staying with the roots of the music. And then, you know, we got moving all around Columbus and here and there.
Columbus, my favorite. Shout out to Columbus.
Yeah.
They reggae is
like
amazing in Columbus,
bring
y'all.
everybody together up there.
I love Columbus. Me and my baby stay traveling to Columbus.
I seen everybody.
Columbus is
but here's the thing.
A-Rab was in there. He was going. I'm like, wait a minute, man, get out of here.
But here's the thing that is so amazing is the fact that it was right here in Cincinnati first. And then there was Cleveland. There was a group in Cleveland called ITAL, and then they spun off, band members not getting along. They spun off another group called First Light. And then First Light spun off another group called SATA. And during this time, it was Cleveland and Cincinnati because Columbus didn't have any reggae yet.
Wow.
Okay. Columbus had no reggae.
It wasn't no Pete Funk?
No, Pete Funk came
Shout
along.
out to Pete Funk.
Actually, Pete Funk came
Pete
along way down the line from that, and he came along through me.
Wow.
Because Smash International opened up for the Blue Rhythm Band at a place called Hot Shots over in Clifton. Way back in the day, and Pete Funk was the sound man for the Blue Rhythm Band.
Wow.
And then when Blue Rhythm fell apart, they're from Kansas City. He was back in Kansas City, and we had Alan Can doing sound for us, who now he does stuff with Bootsy Collins, and he did stuff with George Clinton and those cats. He was on the road with us and went to Jamaica with us the first trip that we went to Jamaica. But he had to go back to George, so we needed a sound man. And after we had opened up for them guys and met Pete Funk, I told him, hey, man, you better go out to Kansas City and get that guy, And that's
I like Pete Funk. And he white, right?
Yeah.
Caucasian. And it with dreads. But I know that I thought he had him. Okay, back then. Okay, but I know Pete Funk, he had a hat on, the Rasta hats. I thought he had dread. I thought he had dreads under the Rasta hat. I'm honest. He just got his regular hair then under the Rasta hat. I never seen that. I wouldn't have never knew that. I just know of him from going out there and him coming up here. He always support. So I've noticed that he always support. And then we have a lot of people that support him too. I just see him with the Rasta hat, so I automatically assumption that he had locks.
No, he never.
Okay.
He never had.
Never knew that. Okay, well, Pete Funk, my bad. I ain't know. I thought you had the nappy white people locks. My bad.
Actually, Pete Funk, when he first came, and
they got different kind.
When he first came, he went on the road with us as a sound man, and Pete Funk was not a DJ at that time. He was just a sound man. So in between sets, when he was playing music, that's when he began to become a DJ and became the DJ that he is today.
That brings me to my next question. All right, so name some of the big names in the industry or just around in music that you've actually worked with.
Oh my goodness. Well, first and foremost, the Wailers. When Carlton Barrett was still alive. Right.
Carlton Barrett, did you?
Yes. We worked with them in Columbus, Ohio at a place called DJ Profits.
Right.
Yes. Okay. And then I went on to work with Aswad.
I like Aswad.
Yes. Drummy Zeb and those guys were amazing. David Hines' Steel Pulse.
Yes, I love Steel Pulse.
And we opened up for Jimmy Cliff.
I like Jimmy Cliff.
We even opened up for the Clash. We were doing all kinds of things. Dennis Brown.
Love me some Dennis Brown.
Coco T.
Love me some Coco T. Shout out Coco T. And shout out to Alana. You look beautiful. Alana in the building. You look beautiful.
Hey, Beefy.
Yes.
Happy birthday.
Your resume.
Oh, yes. Happy birthday. Then I went on to actually do here at Bogart's with Sly and Robbie with Black Uhuru.
Black Uhuru?
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's, you know what? Can I say?
When they were together.
Yeah.
Can I say I hated him? Like, far as his music.
Who?
Black Uhuru. I don't know why. I just didn't like it. That's what made me be embarrassed was his music. But wait. When I say he has the most beautifulest, amazing music, I had to learn. But I'm just telling you, I had to.
I know it had to. Well, that's just like your niece Celia. You know, slid, college, and all
We-
that.
I caught it at the last minute, but I caught it.
She said, I used to hate reggae. She said, now I love it because I know what they saying. I can understand. I said, I knew it would get you.
You know,
And
I
it's-
never
now she loved it.
went through that. I
Me
mean,
either.
everybody that I was around, they loved reggae.
Yeah,
And
I
in
went
the
to Jamaica
beginning,
concert.
it was people that could not dance. And I used to stand on stage playing sometime. And you're talking about trying to keep a straight face, trying to watch people that don't know the music, trying to dance to it. Oh, it was funny, you know what I'm saying? But they kept at it and they got better and they got better. Because when I first started hitting the stage, how we got popular was it was the white crowds that were supporting reggae.
No, it's still
The
like
bikers, yeah, it's
you
still,
know.
yeah.
Black people were, into soul and things, and
R&B.
they didn't know how to support us at the time, But
They didn't want to support.
as time went on, like clubs like the waterfront, it kind of opened up the door for our people to actually become a part of it,
Yeah.
Melanated people.
Yeah.
And can I say,
and Ripley's.
yeah, can I say growing up,
Ripley's
the
was
women,
amazing,
all I
too.
used to see them doing is whining off of conscious music. And I used to be like, that ain't what what is they whining for? Why are they up there?
Well, that was
Like that ain't what it didn't even make no sense. This is what I'm telling you when I was coming up is what I was saying. Like, is the women whining out for every song like it was wine by me.
Because they
That
don't
ain't what they
understand the
say. Oh,
message.
excuse me.
They don't understand the message. You know what I'm saying? That's being portrayed.
They
They just
There's always phases in music, even reggae.
They still do that too
They
now to
still
this
gonna
day.
do that because in Jamaica, that's what they do.
Oh, so they think they in Jamaica and Natty or wherever.
Let me tell you about the wine, and we used to call it slackness.
Slackness? Wait a minute. Whoa.
That's slack music. And
Never, yeah. That's
and
deep.
when you come to that, you're going to have that because we're in a carnal life. We're in a carnal world. But when reggae hit you and you hear the message, it's a whole nother thing.
Mm-hmm.
You become more spiritual. Like locks, to me, is antennas.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But they've taken the antennas and shaved them on the side, done all kind of style. See, I'm not a style dread. I'm a dread for real. I'm dread lock.
Hey, we gotta clap.
Real, natural.
We gotta clap on that right there, boy. We gotta clap that.
Let me say that to your mom. A big nappy head.
I'm not a fashion dread.
A big nappy head.
She call it. Wait a minute. She call it flash and dread. I gotta clap.
I'm not. I'm from the root.
Well, nowadays,
There's something about you when you perform that used to really just make me mesmerized. You perform on your bass.
Yes.
That's what I love. I loved how you would perform.
It was like when I actually got into it, the audience didn't matter to me anymore. I was so busy having so much fun with myself. Right. You know what I'm saying? I just went into me on the bass. Zone. Oh man, I just didn't.
I love that.
You know, the audience would have to try to get my attention to get I was so busy just doing me, And one thing that made me sought after and everybody watched me was instead of trying to be the bass player that shows people that I can play this and run up and do notes and do this and do that, I would just drop and and I would just, you know what I'm saying?
I call it
just
making love to your instrument.
Yes, you know what I'm saying? I'd find a F sharp and I would ride that F sharp so hard and people would be like, oh my God, what is going on? You know what I'm saying? They couldn't really tell.
That makes sense.
Yes.
He was a bass player.
He had an upright bass that I wanted.
Yeah.
And I didn't get to get it. I talked with him. He played bass left-handed, didn't he?
left hand.
Yes, he did.
Southpaw.
Yes, and Azariah, I knew Azariah as well.
They're all past. They're
Yeah.
our ancestors.
And he played with Positive Reaction when I first met him. You know, so great
Are
bass
there
player.
any other instruments that you play?
Like I said, I started out playing drums, but once I got to reggae and started playing reggae, it was just bass for me.
Because the drum is the heartbeat.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
You know, and I later started to play 5-string, but I'm still trying to learn how to play 4.
I need
So,
to keep
you know.
you sound good. You always have.
Well, thank you
I
so
always
much.
like the performance.
Mhm.
I love that.
Yeah, I done been plenty of places that he done been doing his bass on the drums and in Cincinnati for sure. Because I grew up on the reggae. I go to the events of the reggae. So but I didn't know who I didn't know who they were. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, next question. So is there a piece of music you've played that holds a deeply personal meaning for you?
Piece of music that, oh my goodness, one of our favorites. Yeah.
What?
Oh my gosh. Who's that? What is the name of that?
I think both of y'all should give us one. I got
ready to go.
No, I'm talking about back in the day. Yeah, that
What instrument you play?
I Kamose.
We got a drummer in here.
I Kamose.
Oh, I Kamose?
You need to be on the couch.
Yeah.
Man.
You know, I
ain't on that shit.
I know what they saying, what it's about. Yeah.
It's the artist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that song by I Kamose. Yeah. And actually the Marleys, everybody's done it, you know, a version of it. But the first version was I Kamose, and we had our own version of it too. And it was wicked. That's right.
Wicked. Man, we need to have that on here. We're gonna have to do a part 2 with all that. We need all that.
Most definitely.
We gotta do a part 2 with that. Yeah, because I'm gonna have to show you that. It was popped up and I played it and you said that ain't it, but it's on under your
right.
What is up with that?
Happened.
Yeah.
Picture of you, right?
Yeah.
It's just a lot of Beefys.
No, I was under him.
Oh,
really? We'll bring him up. Yeah.
So listen, your resume is Beefy and your name lives up to it.
Thank you.
You know what I'm talking about? People can't say that about themselves.
How I got the name Beefy was the fact that there was Daryl Rowland, we called him the Body, and then he was almost like my brother. His name was Terrence Green, and his roster name was Terhanen. You know.
Oh, Terhanen.
Yes, Terhanen, and I lived in the same apartment building.
With Toccoa.
I know Terhanen from Toccoa. Yep, that's who I was. Yeah.
And
I was thinking about the same Toccoa. He
lived in the same apartment building, and these guys were into that WWF Worldwide Wrestling. I mean, they was serious about that wrestling.
Just slammed on your
noggin. He called that his soap operas.
It's a soap opera.
Yeah, it is. And so they got into calling each other this and that. So Jesse Ventura was called the Body. So Daryl Rowland became the Body. Yeah. And then they was looking for a name for me, and I just happened to play bass. So Terhanen named me Beefy.
Wow.
And it stuck. Yeah. Terhanen gave me that name.
Wow.
And everybody started calling me that.
Wow.
Yeah, I did. I met you, Beefy.
Yeah.
Wow. So I got next question that I have is, have you ever had to defend your choice of instrument?
No. My choice
or music style?
No. Reggae. I mean,
that's beautiful.
I was so busy playing reggae. I played with In the Mist. I played with E. Swin. I played with Smash.
You get a resume.
I played with Irie. I played with
Identity. I got a resume.
The name speaks for itself. That was the perfect name. And that was the perfect name for you. Your resume speaks for itself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when they give y'all at the end of every show, you know how they give praise to each different musician.
Mhm.
Is that one of your favorite parts of the show where you get to get your stand out on? Like,
absolutely. I was, believe it or not, there's a song
Great
on our
question.
second album, and I'm actually proud of the fact that I was the first bass player to actually play a bass solo in a reggae song.
Whoa.
And it's a song called Peace that's on our second album. I think it's the first
can
album.
you find that? You can't find Peace?
Oh, I wouldn't. Yeah. I ain't
Next time we come back, we're going to bring out the
We're
Peace.
going to do a part 2 for sure.
Okay.
Because we want to get more things that you want us to play and make sure we have it to set it up.
Okay.
Because I would love that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a really interesting song, and just like the song that you just played, Relax. It was a combination of jazz and R&B, and at the time nobody had done that before. You know, everybody was just doing reggae, and they were doing like, you know, 1 and 2 chord jitneys and stuff like that. And we, you know, it was a pretty. I never forget, you know, how we used to start out playing doing the jazz run thing, you know what I'm saying? And then when we dropped down into the reggae, people lost their mind. They were like, oh my God.
I want to play this song that I do. I love the way it come on, the rhythm. Messing with my mama. I love the way it come on. You know, it's called Too Hot on the Beat.
Yes, please. Go right ahead.
I like that song. Comes out hard. I love this. I feel like I'm on the beach. And I don't even like beaches. I don't. And my husband be like, we gonna go to the beach, man. We looking at each other like, I don't like this shit, but we be diving in that water. I ain't diving.
Well, when you go to Jamaica, you'll love the beach.
We been in Jamaica.
Well, you didn't like it?
I got in the beach. You did it.
Yes, she liked it. She hurt herself.
No war, just not
Dyson Charlemagne. Dyson Charlemagne.
I'm gonna put my toes in it. That's
No place to hide. I told you he was coming. No place to hide. There are 100 degrees. No one can tell if it's day or night. The time has come to unite. Praise Jah and look for his light. The Father should come every day with us. I would go to church and pray. The Almighty God is a living light. Repent if you understand. Because you do on the beat. No place to run, no place to hide. I know because it's you.
Is he saying it's too high on the beach?
Too hot.
Too hot, yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's too hot. And that's why I don't like them. And it's the water for me. I ain't getting in it. I put my feet in it though, like with them cute little socks on and jewelry on, like my little pictures. That's about it. We need umbrellas and sunglasses, hats. It's too hot on the beach. But you'll chill on the beach, though. I chill on the beach. Playing music like this and reggae and for sure. I love this. This is love.
Bobby in the water.
Yeah, it is a great song. Look, you see what they said up there? That's a great song. It is. Hey, that's amazing. That's amazing, y'all. Yes, that was amazing. That's hot. That's hot. That's one of my favorites so far, though.
Thank you.
And I love Little Things. I'm mad that.
Yeah,
I like that one too. I really do. And let's go to the next question because we ain't done. We ain't done. We gonna keep these questions going.
We got a lot of them.
Sure do, but we ain't gonna be able to do this. We're gonna have to most definitely do part two. But I have a question. Have you ever felt overshadowed by another musician, and how did you handle it?
Actually, I had musicians that I felt were they knew a lot more music than I do, or that I cared to know. Ask me questions, and I had one guy that actually went to school and learned bass guitar, come all the way from Cleveland to Cincinnati to take lessons from me, and I was like, really? Okay. I mean, this guy could play any note on the guitar, but he just couldn't do the groove that I did, you know. And he didn't know, he didn't have that feel. So yeah, you know.
He said the dub
I
factor.
was just blessed from the time I picked up the bass with this incredible love for the feel that I'd never tried to play like anybody else. I just listened and played what my heart told me I wanted to sound like, and it worked for me.
So, if you could perform anywhere in the world, where would it be? And why?
The most impressive performance that I ever did was both times that I did Reggae Sunsplash in Jamaica.
I knew you was gonna say that. Yo, I'm talking about, yeah.
I love
people
Jamaica.
don't understand. People really don't understand. Like when I went to Reggae Sunsplash in 1987, I wasn't even prepared for what was going on. I mean, it was a concert that went on for 7 straight days, 24 hours a day.
Oh, yeah.
There were people walking around with carts of cardboard boxes, selling them calling them reggae beds, and selling them for $25.
They just got comments that
reggae
pop up there.
You know, and like people were, after about the second day, people were just on these reggae beds out in the middle of the thing, laying down. I mean, people would come up, look, like he's sitting here like this. They would just take his arm and pull it out and make a pillow out of it. I mean, it was bodies just piled up.
And it was called reggae beds?
They were selling cardboard boxes about this long, cut out pieces of cardboard. They called them reggae beds for $25.
And Ponto?
Oh my God!
But he said they'll just grab your arm and lay on it like a pillow, just
like
around the whole.
If you're laying down asleep, and someone would just come up and they would just lay their head on your leg, and it was just piles of bodies. You know what I'm saying? It was that, unbelievable. And then there was people walking around with shopping bags. You know them old-fashioned brown paper bags?
Yeah, they still got them.
Full of weed, you know what I'm saying? And they selling weed, you know what I'm saying? You know?
On their back.
Yeah, and police walking around with M16 rifles.
So do.
And they didn't bother nobody while this concert was going on. But if you walked outside of the gate,
your ass was stupid.
You done, you know what I'm saying? But long as you inside where this concert is going on, you're safe.
Whoa.
You're safe.
Jamie and I went to one of those.
Wow.
And we were almost in a stampede.
What?
Yeah, it was deep. my knees buckled.
I had
Whoa.
never seen anything like that. And I'm standing on stage, and the last person that I could see was, like this sparkle on this, it was that many people.
Really?
Oh my God!
It was like so many people.
And one of the questions was, one of the times of being terrified I was fine because backstage you can't see anything because the stage is up.
Mm-hmm.
It's way up, so you're just mingling around down until you get ready to go on stage.
Mm-hmm.
So when you take the steps and go up, that's when you go up and you see these 100,000 people, you know what I'm saying?
I say all of Jamaica came out. That's
all over the world.
Yeah.
There was people from all over the world, and I walked up on stage and I looked and I'm like,
and they was running.
Look, I just started plugging up and doing stuff. I couldn't take my eyes off of what was happening out in front because I'd never seen that many.
You started getting your stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when the sticks started to start, boom, right back into me.
I got a good one right now. This question. I got a good one. If you could invent a new feature for your instrument, what would it be?
If I could.
A new feature on it. Like if you could put something on something that you already do, what would it be? A feature?
A feature on something that I already
like you do the bass drum. So
add an extra string on that mug.
Well, see, believe it or not, I had a I was really into Steinberger basses when in my career. And I had a Steinberger bass that had that locking tremolo on it where I could go from 4-string sound to 5-string sound with 4 strings.
Okay.
I would love to have that back again. So that would be my answer to that question.
Okay, this is you got some because I got some other ones.
You go ahead. I didn't ask, I asked the whole night. I went on the road for a minute.
Okay. I think we already went on some of these, so I'm gonna pass them up. But this says, have you ever been part of a collaboration that just didn't work out, and why? Like with the band or just anything.
No, all my collaborations really did great. You know what I'm saying? I did some collaborating with Emmanuel. One of my favorite collaborations was, believe it or not, it was Tyrone Downey, the keyboard player from Bob Marley in the days, and Sydney on keyboards as well from Steel Pulse, and Dean Frazier and Nambo, you know what I'm saying, was one of the greatest collaborations that I was a part of, and it was on our album. These guys all played on our album.
Okay, so that's beautiful. You got good. That's good that it's been a lot of positive.
Yes.
So if you was ever in a situation to where you did a song with someone and they didn't like
their part
on the song and demanded that you not do that song, use it
or play it,
how would you approach that situation?
I would work with them to get it to where they felt comfortable about it, if it was worth working on, if it was worth
working on. So you just want to say scrap it, we just gonna take that person off of it.
No, I don't believe in scrapping music because
not scrapping it, but just take that individual off and try to be creative on your own.
Oh, that happens quite a bit. Yeah, that happens quite a bit. You just don't say nothing and you just don't invite them back to the studio again. You don't have
we don't like crybabies.
And you don't have to hurt their feelings or nothing. You be like, oh yeah, that's great, cool, okay.
That's perfect. What you said was perfect. I promise you, that was when he said, "Get out of here, get out of here."
You ain't got to treat them like that. You just like, don't call us, we'll call you.
Right.
And
All right, so I got another one. How does playing your instrument shape your identity outside of music?
Dignity, respect, patience. And all of that goes into my personal life.
Wow.
I'm a firm believer that if you stop long enough to think about something, you know, it's like once you open your mouth and you say it, you can't take it back. And you can say I'm sorry as many times as you want to, and it still doesn't make up for the fact that if I could have just slowed down for a minute and thought about that before I said it, then I wouldn't have to be saying I'm sorry, and I wouldn't be hurting somebody's feelings.
For real. That's that.
Good night to you, Chris, man.
Hey, we
Much
love you. We love you.
bro.
Good night. Love you. Worldwide.
We'll see you on Monday for sure.
Yes, we love you, Chris. Shout out to Chris. We got my people, Chrissy from New York.
All right.
In the building, worldwide.
We would like to introduce you to worldwide
For sure.
collaborations.
Yeah, they around the
you
world.
Would like to be a part of it because they will extend
their hand to you, and they a music group. We love music. Like we a family. Everybody. It ain't no group. It's a family. So we a family. So we do beautiful things when it comes to people music and whatever they got going on. You could just do anything you want to. It's just an amazing family that you most definitely need to join. We'll holler at you about that. But he from New York. That's my boy Chris. We love Chris. He family.
God, Sounds of Brazil. I played in New York. Sounds of Brazil, and we played
in New York. Yes.
In New York City. Yes.
Chris, you probably don't even like reggae.
You ever heard the Sounds of Brazil, Chris?
he probably a younger or older. How long ago was it?
Most people don't know the name of it.
See, that's what I'm saying.
For sure.
The real name of it was Sounds of Brazil.
You never know what somebody know. You know what I mean? When because they in this field or what they know.
Yeah.
When they culture or where they from. So Chris might know. He might know.
Chris know a lot.
Yeah.
I love Chris. But yeah, so most definitely shout out to Chris. Shout out to Worldwide. We a family. We love y'all. Shout out. He said, I'm 36. I listen to Marley and stuff. You a baby. You are a baby. I did not know that was your age. That is hilarious. He is a baby. Yes. He said, day-to-day good evening from Kelly Franklin Music Group, Universal. Shout out.
Shout out to Universal.
Shout out to y'all in the building.
Mr. Franklin, I see you.
Yeah, we love you. For shout out. Family. Appreciate you for even tuning in. Shout out. Most definitely.
Shout out to Sister Tamar Tafara. I've seen her pop up there.
Yeah, I told her that. Shout out to Tamar. We seen you in there.
And shout out to all of our DJs and people that's truly trying to keep the music warm and you know, trying to lift up and keep the reggae alive. You know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Solomon, Kaya Matic Sounds, Dada Shock, what's the other? Roughneck, and
Sister Yvette.
Sister Yvette, most definitely. Hi, shout out that Sister Yvette. Yes, you know.
I retired from community.
Yeah, but you can't retire from reggae.
I never retired from that.
No, you can't do it. You know.
But I retired from doing the reggae.
Just shout out to Daryl Keeling. Yeah, you know, Daryl Keeling played a big part in reggae in the city.
Daryl Keeley, okay.
Yeah, Daryl Keeling. Shout out to him. Big time.
We used to come on the show all the time.
Oh, 88.3?
She used to read scripture. I would do poetry.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shout out to ooh.
So I got another question.
Okay.
If you couldn't play this instrument anymore, what would you do instead?
If I couldn't play the instrument, then I would strictly be in the studio. You know, there's lots of things that I can do in the studio, and I would really be producing, you know, if I couldn't play the instrument anymore.
So would you get on the beat machine and get busy with it? Like, man.
And either hire musicians to do what I wanted them to do. You know, to do. So,
produce.
Yeah.
Well, we got one right there. The studio right there.
I know.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
And I can make magic in there too.
Okay, then that's all I need to hear.
Shout out to my shout out to a very good friend of mine, Mr. Toby Rivers, who was also
Shout out to Toby
personal
Rivers.
assistant to L.A. Reid and on the staff at The Face Records for 10 years, music director and keyboard player for After 7.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
When Babyface was here in the city working, he was the deal back in the day.
Yes.
Where was you at around that time?
I was in Virginia at the time, but Toby was here and when that all went down.
They used to come over my house all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Babyface when he had the Jerry curl with the deal, and my brother's father used to actually play with him. His name was Tony Pate.
Yeah, Tony Pate. I know.
You know?
Tony Pate.
Yeah, real.
That's his brother.
That's the bass player?
No.
Who was the guy that we saw at the guy we lost, the bass player we lost, that you and I went to his homecoming, the homegoing. No, not Tutu. Ronnie Cox.
Ronnie Cox.
So we were at Ronnie Cox's thing, and it was a bass player that we met there.
No, it's not him.
Okay, not him.
Well, I got one more question, then we're going to get out of here. We're going to do part 2 because we got some other questions. Do you ever feel pressure to keep up with trends, or do you stick to your own style?
I stick to my style. That's what made
Talk to
everything
him.
possible for
Talk
me.
to him.
And everybody wants my style, you know.
Wow.
What I'm saying? Everybody wants to feel that I feel, you know. And what's so crucial about the way the universe makes us is nobody else can do what I do.
Original style.
Yes, you know, so, and that's one thing I never got away from. I just get better and better at what I do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, with that being said, y'all, we got my boy Beefy in the building. We got the drummer in the building too, but he ain't want to get on, but we gonna need to interview him too.
Yeah.
While he all in the background, don't want to get up on here. He gonna most definitely need to get in here on part 2. So be prepared for part 2 with the drummer. What's your name? Mazon in the building. You hear me? He will be on here for part 2.
Mm-hmm.
And shout out and go ahead, baby.
And I got some drummer boy questions for you because I want to know. You know what I mean? So when you come back, yeah, I'm gonna have them lined up for you.
Okay.
You know, but as always, man, it's great to see our family, our peoples. We definitely love y'all for tuning in and messing with Day-to-Day Podcast, man, because we fucks with y'all. But shout out to Day-to-Day Podcast. Shout out to Day-to-Day Radio on Sundays because we on Busy One.
Tune into new.
Yeah, let me turn that down. Let me play that
Sundays
real
on
quick.
Day-to-Day Podcast with King David and All That Hosh on the ones and twos. Every Sunday from 3 to 4, exclusively on Busy One Radio Network. Download the Busy One Radio app, available on all platforms.
You know what I mean? Shout out to Star Quality. Shout out to Worldwide Collaborations. You know what I mean? Shout out to our Men's Monday podcast. On Monday, man, we here and we in the building at 9 o'clock. Shout out to our Women's Wednesday podcast on Wednesdays. They here, they in the building at 9 o'clock.
9:15.
9:15. Oh, you know, because we be running behind, but we always on time. You know
what you said, yes.
And shout out Montoya too.
Shout
out to Montoya. I
you.
love Montoya. Shout out to Montoya for
and
sure.
Shout out to what the women are doing. I mean, the ladies are doing a lot nowadays. So
yeah,
that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. And we gonna leave off tonight with "It's Too Hot for the Beach." I want to go to the beach now. I got to make some reservations. Oh, did we understand?
Started off with that one.
What you doing?